Welcome into another episode of Profits Picks. We have one game on the slate today, game two of the NBA Finals. We'll look at the side, we'll look at the total, and then we'll also take a look through some player props, try to make as much money as we can, as many different spots as we can find. This game opened, and man, I can't believe this number is correct, but it opened Lakers minus 4.5. That's the number I'm seeing right here. I'm just reading what I'm seeing. It's currently sitting at minus 10. Now the line that I saw, it was 7 was the first number I saw. But it says it opens minus 4.5. Total opening 218.5 and currently at 216.5. And I'll say as far as the spread, I agree completely. Maybe it was a look ahead number for the 4.5, but even from 7 to 10, I definitely agree because without Dragic, without Bam, those are the two guys you're looking to create most of your offense together with the pick and roll and get the 3-point open, get other guys open. And Bam, he's such a key for his defense and just a key for everything he do in general. It's tough to replace both of those guys. I talked about both of those guys being the key if you like the Miami Heat, maybe for MVP or whatever the case may be. And without both of them, it's going to be a tough shot for Miami here in this one. Lakers still sound like they're focused. Miami seems like they're figuring things out. I think we see a lot of zone from Miami in this game. And if we see a lot of zone, I don't think it necessarily bothers the Lakers. I think the Lakers can get what they want. And I think Miami's the team who will have trouble scoring, if anybody. So I like the Lakers. I have to like them early, probably early and often. I like them early more than late. I'll say that. I like them the first half number, 5.5. The question you have to ask yourself is, will the Lakers be focused? And in my opinion, whenever they have the Kobe jerseys on, the Mamba jerseys, they will be focused because they know attention is on them and they know why they're wearing it. And at the end of the day, they know what the goal is at hand. LeBron has been doing a great job reminding everybody. So I like the Lakers on that first half, minus the 5.5 points. You could see them go up and maybe not care so much in the second half, but in my opinion, only way you play this game is playing the Lakers. It's kind of a shame that the Heat's main players are getting hurt. I'm not going to say they don't have any chance at all, but we'll see what Jimmy Butler can do. I'm just not quite sure how they get their baskets on their end tonight. And if we're going to look at the total, I've kind of been back and forth, right? I talk about the Lakers can score when they want. The Heat may struggle to score. If the Lakers get up by a good margin, we can see it like the last game. That stayed under as much scoring as we had in the beginning of the game, and that was because you missed those two key guys. And it's harder to get everybody else good shots for Miami. And in this one, LeBron James and everybody played all the minutes all the way to the end. I could see those guys coming out early, and then maybe the offense for the Lakers is not so great if they're up by a good margin. At the end of the day, I trust the Lakers defense to play well against Miami. Although if they're up by so much, they may not even care. But I think that they do care, and I think that they'll show it here tonight. Miami, I'm expecting them to play zone majority of the game. Because if they don't, they have absolutely no way of slowing down, stopping anything of the Lakers if they play man-to-man. So I'm expecting zone majority of the game. And just playing the zone, I think it takes a little bit more time to get your offense going. I think when they're playing man, people find their advantages and they can just attack. In the zone, you have to be a little bit more patient, get the ball where it needs to be, which is in the middle, not majority of the time, in order to get everybody else open or in order to get good shots. So I can see that combined with Miami Heat struggling to score and no adjustment on the total from the first game. I think you should have seen a lower game total. I know Bam is defense as well, but he helps tremendously on offense. I'm looking at the Lakers. I'm looking at playoff teams in game 2 that shot 40% or better from the 3. This went under 5 of the last 6. And if I take out the game 2 and I'm just looking at playoff teams after they shot 40% or more from 3, The under is 15-2 the last 17 games. I'm not. I mean, the Lakers, they've shot 40% from three 6 times this playoffs. And I know everybody's not expecting them to be a great three-point shooting team, but they're more than capable, especially when teams are trying to play zone and you're getting open shots. But just expecting them to do it twice in a row, shoot that well from three, I don't see it happening. And they still didn't get over the number. So that's another reason why I would like it. And looking at the Lakers, off of a win with rest, facing competition, with a total around this number or greater than 215, under is 9-0 for them. So I think there's less points to be had in this game simply because the Lakers D is superior. And that's the way that I'll look there. First half total, though, I'll touch on the first half total. If you like the over, I think that's the way you have to go. Because the points, if they're going to come, they come early before potentially Los Angeles doesn't care about the game anymore because they're so far up. Or if the game could happen to be close, maybe you get just such tight defense down the stretch that there's no more scoring. So if you like the first half has gone over that 111 and a half mark, I think 10 out of 12 games for Los Angeles, or it's been going over at a high clip. They've been hitting that 11 and a half mark. So if you like the over, the way I'd have to look at it would be first half. And if we're looking at props, I mean, Miami Heat, Bam Adebayo is not going to play. They've come out and said that. Not expecting Dragic to play. But my thought process is, with no Bam, I mean, who's now grabbing the rebounds for Miami Heat? I mean, there's going to be some rebounds out there. Who's grabbing them? And me expecting them to be in the zone, that just means that you can expect certain players to be closer to the rim all the time and certain other players not. And the guy who's been grabbing those rebounds, who's been great rebounding in that zone, is Tyler Hero. His rebound total is at 5.5. I think that's definitely doable. Other props I might look towards, that's my favorite one. But other ways I may look towards, if I'm expecting him to play zone, I expect Anthony Davis to have a good day. He could score 30 points and surpass his point total. Crowder, I don't think he has such a great game in this one. I don't think you have that pick and roll from Dragic and Bam opening up the floor for the rest of the guys, and I just think he won't make three. His 3-point total is at 2.5, so I would go under. I would even look at his point total under 13.5. I just don't think Crowder does very much in this game. And other guys for the Lakers, other categories maybe, I would look towards Rondo to maybe have over 6.5 assists. He's going to lead the bench as far as playmaking. He's going to be handling the rock. If they're in the zone, though, it does throw a little wrench in it. So I don't love it too much, but that's something that catches my eye. And also, I mean, Kuz has to come along at one point. I think the defense is going to be pretty soft in this one. And he's expected, his 3-point total is 1 at plus money, plus 104. I think it'll be worth a shot for him to try to get 2. I mean, you get 1, you get your money back. I think he can hit 2 and maybe get out of the slump that he's been in. I'll do a quick recap of what I'm looking at. So on the first half, I like the Lakers minus the 5.5. If you're looking at the total on the first half, I probably would lean more towards over than under, just because the Lakers have been consistent getting to that number on the first half. And in the full game, the only way I can bet it is to take the Lakers. I understand it's a big number, but I'm just not interested in Miami not knowing how they can get stops. And on the other side, I like the under because I don't see how Miami is going to score, or I think they struggle to score. And also, I think that I think the Lakers still will score, but I think the zone has them take a little bit more time to do so. So I like the under on the full game, and I like the Lakers. And if we're looking at the player props, my favorite one was Hero, rebounds over 5.5. Other honorable mentions: AD over 29.5 points, Kuzma over 1 3-pointer, Rondo over 6.5 assists, Crowder under 13.5 points, Crowder under 2.5 3-pointers. Thank you for rocking with me on another episode of Profits Picks. Best of luck if you tell. Good luck on all of your action. This is the last show for this week. We'll be back in action next week. I have a feeling it won't be too long of a series, but we'll try to get this money while we can. Good luck, everybody.